Is it hard to make mobile games today? The simple answer is no. Is it hard to make a living out of it? Yes. But wait, there's good news as well, so sit tight. With the development of AI, you now have plenty of tools helping you speed up the process. You can create code, you can ask questions and get pretty good answers. You can create art for your games using AI, and you can even create 3D models with it. You can animate those 3D models using free tools like Mixamo. And if you're stuck with ideas, you can ask AI to analyze the market and it will give you a direction. So it's never been easier to make a mobile game than it is today. But why is it still hard to make a living out of it? Well, look at this. So many games are released every day, and if you check the top charts, most of them are coming from companies with huge budgets for ads. So can you compete with them once you publish your game? Well, yes, if you also have a huge budget for ads. And what if you don't? What if you're poor as fuck? How do you make a living out of making games then? Well, there are other ways. Way number 1. Make a game, publish it, Google Play or App Store will give you some initial traction, some initial downloads. Or you can boost it a bit with $100, $200 running user acquisition campaigns. If your game gets good reviews, good in-game metrics, low crash rates, and you have solid App Store optimization, the algorithm may push your game more. That means you'll start getting organic installs for a decent period of time. Check this out. I have a few games that I didn't spend money to promote, but Google Play and App Store are still showing them organically to users, so I'm getting a steady stream of installs. So yeah, I'd say it's an old school method. But with this approach, pretty unlikely you ever get close to the top charts. So what's the upside? You start getting some income already. A few bucks per day, still good though. But what's the best part? Since the algorithm is showing your game to people, and if the quality is decent, and you'll start getting noticed by publishers, you'll start getting offers. Now choose wisely and take it. A good publisher will help your game a lot. It will handle marketing, potentially fund future updates, offer revenue share deals, or even invite you to build your next game with them. In any case, this path can help you actually make a living from games. Sure, you might lose a bit of freedom, but in return, you get resources and support. There's also another way. You can make living out of making games without publisher. So what is it? You make a game, release it, get some decent reviews, App Store optimization, use AI tools to polish and test. Now your game earns $100 to $200 per month from purely organic installs. You've published it to Google Play, App Store, HTML5 portals for extra revenue. Now what? Make another game, another small one, something that takes 1-2 months to build. Do the same. Google Play, App Store, HTML5. Now you're earning $200, $400 per month. Then make another game. What I'm saying is build up your income with a bunch of small games. It might be slow, but it gives you more chances to survive than betting everything on one hit game that will change your life. Because let's be honest, those chances are super low. So in a year, you're probably gonna have 6 to 8 games released, and together they'll bring a decent monthly income. The hard part, you'll have to support those games minimally, just enough so they don't instantly die without updates. And by the way, one of them may take off and bring you a solid amount of income. And just imagine how many new mechanics, workflows and tricks you'll learn within that year. That knowledge is priceless. But let's be real, during that year you'll still need to eat and pay your bills. So my advice, if you have a job, don't quit it until you're confident. Find someone to help you speed up the process, share the work. Making games with other people is so much more fun than grinding solo. Way number 3. There's also another way. You can make games professionally as a freelancer. I know people doing this and making living out of it. You can look for jobs in game dev communities, browse gigs on Upwork or freelancer.com, reach out to YouTubers making games asking if they need help. Do paid Unity prototyping, art, ASO, even AI-based optimization. If you're already built and published your own games, you already have a portfolio, so you're not just another random freelancer, you're someone who actually shipped products. That's a big plus. This lets you stay in game dev, make money now, and keep building your own games in parallel. Way number 4. You can also build games and sell them. There are platforms like Flippa, where you can sell your game outright, source code, assets, everything. Or you can pitch your game to publisher or platforms like Crazy Games. If they like your game, they might buy it, or license it for the period paying you upfront or giving your revenue share. This works especially well if your game is in HTML5 format or you have a working mobile prototype with a solid design and monetization. This method isn't consistent, but if you're fast and can produce good quality prototypes, it can bring a real income. So is it possible to make a living out of making games nowadays? Definitely yes. Is it harder than before? Yes, absolutely. I've been making games since 2017, and since 2022 I've been doing it full time. Am I rich? No. Was it easy to start doing it full time? Honestly, no. But is it fun? Oh yeah. And have I learned a lot since then? Definitely. And let me know in the comments if you know any other ways to make living out of making games. Do you agree or disagree with the ones I've shared? And drop your experience below. And of course you know what to do with the buttons under the video. Like, comment, subscribe or push them gently. And see you in the next one.